In today's video for Grand Theft Auto 5 mods on the PC, I actually wanted to show off this really awesome mod which actually comes in one part which covers 3 different cars, which I might show off in future videos. But this one is actually to make 3 cars which are the Jester, the sports car version, the Zentorno and the Adder, all be convertibles. Now by that it doesn't actually mean that you can put the roof up and down, it's more so just taking away the roof entirely and just turning them into open top sports and supercars. But this mod was actually made by AIT Gamers, I think is the name, AIT Gamers, on the Grand Theft Auto 5 mod site. So of course there'll be a link to that in the description below where you can go and check this out and install it for yourself. You do need in fact OpenIV to be able to do this, as it is changing YTD and YFT files for each of the 3 cars. But in this one I just wanted to show off the Zentorno here, which I've in bright orange. Now in first person, as you can see in the gameplay here, it's not quite perfect. It is difficult, I guess, to completely kind of retexture the interior of the car to completely fit the lack of roof now. But it does mean you have much better peripheral vision, even if it does mean that on the sides the textures are a little messy. But I definitely recommend giving this mod a try. Like I said, it does come for the Zentorno, the Adder and the Jester too, which are all great things to race around in. In the future videos I might actually show off the 2 other cars, as they all kind of have their own flaws and their own things that they do work better with, and the little kind of texture changes work better on some of the cars than they do on the others. But I know this is something that a lot of people have wanted to do, at least on the console, for a little while. I know there's been mods to try to do this kind of thing, but of course you couldn't really mod too well on console, and there's been lots of kind of concept images, but just images floating around on the Grand Theft Auto 5 forums, on 7 Sins, things like that, and have been picked up by lots of other fellow YouTubers. But I don't think I've actually ever made a video on that, because you could never actually race around in them. You couldn't actually drive them in game, they were just pictures that people had edited with typically Photoshop to just mask out the roof and change it to the background behind. But now we have something that's actually usable. Of course, like I said, it isn't perfect. You can see in the gameplay that there is some slight weird texture mapping issues, but it's better than nothing, and it's definitely a decent step up from what people were doing before, or at the very start of this game, when they were just kind of making the texture invisible and there was loads of issues. These 3 cars have really well mapped out things, and overall they're pretty impressive, being that there's no official kind of modding tool straight from Rockstar to be able to do this kind of thing. So if this type of mod is something that you guys have been wanting to get your hands on for a little while now, if you've watched any of the previous videos where people have just shown this in images, this is definitely a great opportunity if you want to try out the Adder, the Jester 2 and the Zentorno with no roofs. It's really fun. I was racing around on a nice sunny day, especially here around Sandy Shores. It just looks really good. So like I said, there'll be a link down in the description below to 8 Gamers mod to install this. It's a very easy installation. There's the instructions down there with it. Subscribe for more GTA 5 mod videos and maybe showing off the other 2 cars of this if you guys would be interested. I want to say also a massive thank you to you guys for 4,000 subscribers. It is very much appreciated. I think I may have the Q&A out in a few days. I'm gonna have to see what we're doing about that, as some plans have changed, but I will answer all of your questions in the coming days. So even if you're a bit late, if you still have any questions for my 4K Q&A regarding YouTube, regarding how I make the videos, anything, leave that in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it. It really does help me out as always. And finally, follow me on Twitter. There's a link down in the description below where I'll post more Grand Theft Auto 5 and random real life and design content that I make every single day. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.